like, how was it growing up in a slum? Because obviously, someone like me I never even seen a slum in my life. I only ever see pictures of slums. I only ever see, obviously, you know what the internet
Yeah, I
shows us
know.
or what a slum
They
is.
never show you.
They never
They
like,
never show you the positive
what is
side.
like the one thing question I have about a slum is, this might sound weird, like,
Yeah.
you know the way, is there like that person that like lives in the slum but would be like richer than everybody in the slum?
No,
Or would
because
everybody be
no,
like on the
because
same level?
even in the rural area,
Yeah.
you still have some people that are richer
Yeah.
than some people. So it's same in Islam. Like me now, I'm from a family of 10. I have 9 siblings,
Yeah.
and I'm the last. And I was spoiled. You know,
Okay.
we have the opportunity that my sister was a chartered accountant back then. So
Okay.
she started making money early,
Yes.
and she started, helping us. And my other sister back then was a bank manager. So people admire us, People like look at us because I can get what I want to get without even working. Because living in the slum, people start working at the age of 5, 6. You know what that means?
And what would you be working as? That's the question like I have.
They start hawking water, hawking oranges, hawking stuff.
And like you're saying that they'll be basically,
Yeah.
to be honest, what we see on TV.
Yeah.
I try to put like a
it's
video or something
there,
for someone. Is it like they be on their heads?
Yeah, it's on their heads.
And would that be for somebody in the slum, or would that be for somebody outside the slum that comes and says, "Oh, anybody wants work, sell all these oranges"?
No. It's like your parents want you to support them because the income then cannot. So parents like, well, we need to start doing something, So even some children, before some kids, when they get back from school, they don't even have the privilege to the time to even do the assignments. They come back from school and they take off their shirts and they just carry oranges or pure water and straight to working. You see, that's why people that was born in the slum, you are not on the same starting line like people that's born in the rural area.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, 100% I understand
because
that.
There's a lot of things that those people can access, while you in the slum, you cannot now. You
like
cannot.
What? Like, obviously I know.
Like school, you educate. Can you go to Pampax private school? Can you go to Corona private school? You cannot go to British International High School now.
What would the school be that, like, would it just be like a normal public school?
It's a normal public school that the fence are not even built to the highest. We call them Jack on Day building. Like where they keep pigs or chicken. The fence will just be a little bit high and the roof. And when it's raining, it's all on us inside the classroom. But it is what it is. That's life. My father would say all fingers are not equal. But you have to make sure yours is not the shortest.
That's true.
You have to. That can motivate you or demotivate you. Depends on what you want. That should be able to motivate you and say, no, if I'm going through this, my kids will not go through this. It makes you work harder. Why that can demotivate other people? They blame, they look for someone to blame. And they start channeling that anger, that energy into negative things. It's crazy. It's crazy. Ajegunle is crazy.
So Ajegunle is the biggest slum.
Yeah.
And that's
the most popular slum.
Is it in Lagos?
It's in Lagos. It's in the heart of Lagos, in the middle of Lagos, because from Ajegunle you can get bus to take you anywhere in Lagos.
So where would the biggest slums in Nigeria would probably be like what? Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Kano?
I don't really know about Kano, but I know about Port Harcourt. But Port Harcourt is not as popular as Lagos, as Ajegunle.
And
Port Harcourt, the slum in Port Harcourt, which I don't really know, I've not been to the slums in Port Harcourt. But if you check your phone now, you will see what they are telling you. It's the biggest slum. And it's where Pidgin English is the headquarters of Pidgin English.
Port Harcourt.
Lagos, Ajegunle.
Oh, Lagos, Ajegunle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're so good at it.
Yeah. For example, the Warri people, they speak Pidgin English too.
Yeah.
Yes, they have their own slangs. Theirs is sweet too, good. Port Harcourt people, they have their own slangs too. But when you want to talk of where Pidgin originated, Ajegunle, woo!
Ajegunle is the spot.
Ajegunle is the spot. Ajegunle is renowned for a lot of negative things. I've seen people shot. I've seen people stabbed. I've seen people robbed. Okay, let me tell you a fair history. The name Ajegunle means wealth lies here. It's like wealth is here.
Get your popcorn, guys, because you're about to hear a story.
And for example, now you can have a room that 12, 15 people sleep. Just a room. And sometimes, you know, when it's raining, when the rain starts coming from your roof, coming from the down, people start carrying their pot of soup, put it on their head. So that's the only food they have. If you let it rain, there's no food. It's not funny. But these are things that we went through. You understand? Now, Ajegunle is so terrible back then that they start obtaining people on the streets, armed robbers. We have different type of armed robbers. Now, let me speak our slangs. We have Ogbe Kogbe. Ogbe Kogbe. It means if
is
it
that
dry.
Benin or is that Yoruba?
It's Yoruba.
Oh,
It means if it's dry, if it's not dry. You know what those ones do? They steal clothes that is hanged outside.
Okay.
That's why that's the word.
Ogbe
Kogbe. If it's dry, if it's not dry, they take it.
I get it now. Ogbe Kogbe. I get it. This is if it's wet or dry.
If it's dry, we are taking it.
I get it.
So that means you cannot hang your clothes outside.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. We now have the one that we call Awala boys or Olute boys. Those are the boys that they dress in the morning, wake up and go into town. We call it town.
Mm.
And once they sit by your side in the bus, the moment they get down, your phone has gone, your wallet has gone.
So that they pickpocket us.
Yeah, so we don't call them pickpocketers. So I'm giving you Ajegunle slangs now.
Okay.
We call them Awala or Olute.
Okay.
Then we have the logo boys.
Why do I feel like these are the boys?
Those are the ones with the logo.
Ah.
So the gun's logo. You understand? So we
Yeah.
call them logo boys. Those are the top of the range.
The top dogs. So now what you're saying, because I want to, obviously people are watching,
Yeah.
would those logo boys be like what I was saying at the start, the people who like live in the slums, but they're the top dogs of the slums?
Yeah, now that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Everybody, this category I'm telling you, they have their friends, their clique.
Okay.
They don't mix together.
So Ogbe Kogbe wouldn't be the top.
No, Ogbe Kogbe is those ones that
It's
go
just
and
those
pick
ones that
clothes.
just pick.
Awala boys is the second ones.
One.
Those ones, they go and pickpocket.
They can still fight for themselves, but like,
yeah, you
and
understand.
then the logo boys are the ones
The
that
logo
beat
boys-
you just leave them alone.
Even some of the Awala boys,
Mm.
for you to go out
Mm-hmm.
to pick people's pocket when you know that there's jungle justice. do you know that kind of
Yeah,
heart?
I get
When you
what
know
you're
that
saying.
if you are caught,
They're gonna beat the hell out of you.
jungle justice is straight up,
Yeah.
and you still wake up and say that's what you want to do. It takes a lot.
That's very true. That's true.
You
That's
get what I'm
100%
saying?
true. Yeah.
So they are all this group. They are all stubborn, but the difference is that someone with a gun, you can't now have. What do you want to do? You want to talk to someone with a gun, even if your crawling child, a 3-month-old baby, is pointing a gun at you. You want to challenge the baby.
No.
So what do you understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say now, this thing now started happening where these boys now, they started doing these things now in the area. You cannot walk around with gold chain. You cannot put on a beautiful cap because one boy will just walk up to you and take it from you with gun.
And there's nothing you can
And
do.
there's nothing you can do.
That's very true.
And when they are taking it, it's not just give me your cap. As they say, give me your cap, a bottle of Coke on your head, stab straight. So you know they are serious.
So they'll take it, but they'll still be.
They would, that is. So once they say give me, before they say gi, and they can meet you with your girl walking on the street and they can still say, hey, Shima, Rema, waka like this. You and your girl walking and one person just come from corner and say, hey, Shima, oh yeah, this way. And you cannot do anything. And if you pay, so now they started doing that. It started this fight, this robbery going on. Now they're now doing it inside
the slums.
The slums now.
Okay.
Where
so before they usually do it outside.
Yeah. But now they started doing it inside. And now it has turned to oppression. Where you are scared to wear beautiful shirt to go outside. I'm telling you this back in the days when Ajegunle was Ajegunle. It's not now. Now you can walk in Ajegunle with gold chains and stuff like that. But back then you can't. You understand? So there are names that if you hear them, once you hear a particular name at times, you run. You run. There's name like Mete. It's not big. It's not bigger than me. It's slim.
But he has a bit of power now.
But if two of you are in a fight, two of you stab yourself, you stab, he stabs, you stab, he stabs. Your family is not exempted from it. It goes to your mother and stab your mother in the marketplace. It goes to your father, waits for him in the workplace and stab your father. That's how brutal it is. So when Mete is coming, once you hear the name Mete, I want you to keep this name in your mind because it's going to lead to another story. Mete is the most dreaded. Then we have people like Terminator. Terminator is like Mete's friend. Why we call him Terminator is that he has one eye. One eye is destroyed because Mete used fork and poke his eyes. So we call him Terminator. Him too is rugged, but not to the extent of Mete. So we have them, we have the likes like that. So they start doing this thing, oppressing people around. And there's this compound. It's a family compound. It's a compound that they're all family, but it's a big compound. They now said, this is getting too much. We cannot even sleep in our house. We cannot walk with our girlfriends, really. Yeah. And now this is getting, the whole Ajegunle has been taken over by these guys. I think we need to do something. Do you know what they started doing? They wrote all the name of the number of the criminals. Mete, number 1.
Oh, God.
And do you know what they start doing? They start going to their house, catching them and burning them alive. I'm giving you the story of Ajegunle.
In the slums?
Yeah, in my area now, in my backyard now. Where I live is Lainka. Lainka is the most dreaded place. The Ajegunle is dreaded, but Lainka is the most dreaded place.
So I think I just want people who are listening to kind of get in understanding of the slum. So you're saying so in a slum.
No, in a slum, there's a place.
Towns, but there's areas.
There's areas where the name of that area can save you. If I'm walking in the streets and they say, hey, bring down your glasses. I say, me, I'm from Lion Cow. They will say, Lion Cow. Because Lion Cow, if you mess with one person, you mess with the entire street.
Gotcha.
Once I go back home and say, someone took my chain. The Lion Cow boys, they say, what? Who took your chain? They will call it. They'll go to the street and they make sure that my brother was slapped, my elder brother. I was with my friends drinking and my elder brother was crying. He came to me. I was like, what's happening? He said someone from another street slapped him in the presence of his girlfriend. But he can't do anything because he said he doesn't have the kind of heart I have. He's a gentleman. He doesn't have. I was mad. Called my friends. When we went to the street, even innocent people that was cooking soup, we threw their soup away. That's how Lanka is. So you don't want to mess. If you try it, they say, don't go there. They will close down the entire street. So as the story goes, Mete was the first person that was caught. And there's a canal we call RoastBowl. The name of the canal is called RoastBowl. And it's just, it's not too far from my house, maybe 3 minutes walk. Do you know why it's called RoastBowl? Do you remember the 1994 World Cup or so? There's a stadium in America that was called RoastBowl.
Yes.
Yeah. So the reason we call it RoastBowl because that's where they were roasting people.
Wait, RoastBowl?
RoastBowl, yeah. So we give the name of the canal RoastBowl.
Oh my God.
And Mete was the first person that was caught. It was like...
This was by that family in the compound?
Yeah, they started it and they recruited themselves.
Okay.
And Mete was the first person that was caught. That was the first time I saw someone burnt alive, running, fire all over the body, running. That Mete was so strong. He was burning, but he was still fighting. The next thing they said, this one doesn't want to die quick. They just brought, we call it axe. cutlass. There's shot, we call it AK or UTC. And until he died.
Damn.
So Mete was the first person that got burnt in the history of Ajegunle when it comes to family compound. We call it family compound, when the family compound started it.
Damn. And this was just because he was literally just being a
They were
nuisance.
just being a nuisance, so...
And they just got tired.
And people just got tired.
Damn.
And that's how they started burning from one. So it depends on your crime. Now, people like Ogbe, they are not burnt.
They're probably just beaten.
Beaten, you see. So it depends on how rugged you are and what you do to people. That would determine what will happen to you when you are caught. So it was crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy living in the slum. But now, this slum has produced a lot of important people. This same slum that we grow that produced robbers, that produced, cultists. But this same slum that produced beautiful and wonderful people. I'm coming to that now. That shows you that do not allow your environment shape your life. Don't let things around you
That's very true.
shape your, we are living in the slum where it is what it is. No. And that's what happened where some people, they feel they have nothing to do. All we need to do is rob. You don't now. You don't need to rob.
Do you think, sorry, just interjecting to you there. Do you think that it's most people that rob or steal, that it's their environment? Or do you think it's just something that, a feeling they just get up one day and say, I want to rob somebody?
It's hard for you to just get up one day and want to rob somebody. There must be something that...
So do you think, no, but what I'm trying to say is not get up. What I'm more trying to say is, do you think people that rob, that it's mostly to do with their environment? Or there's a word that people use.
Yeah, if you talk about people in Ajegunle, some people rob because those boys that rob, they get the best girls. They dress well. And now that influence some light-minded people. Because people are easily influenced by what they see.
That's very true.
Now they are looking up to these guys that, they want to be like them. They want to go with the baddest chick. Because do you know why the robbers get the best girls?
Because I can't speak for most, but a lot of girls like bad boys.
Well, back then we won't say bad boys.
But at the same time, robbers would have the most money.
We call it daily money. The girls will not want to date you that goes to work and earn monthly money. They want the boys that can give them money daily. And do you know another set of people that get the best girls back in Ajegunle back then? Barbers. There's a similarity between them because barbers make daily money.
Yeah.
But another thing about barbers, they have this big mirror and powder. And those girls will go in. Can I use your mirror? Oh, yeah, the barber, they. And they will sit there trying to do their makeup, the relationship, like that. But if you are earning monthly money, back then, I'm talking about back then, I'm not talking about now, I'm talking about 20 years ago, not now, because people have changed, people have gone past that. You understand? But I'm telling you back then, anybody that grew up in Ajegunle, that have lived in Ajegunle for 40 years, 50 years, you understand what I'm talking about? You understand? So now, is Ajegunle that bad? It has its pros and it has its cons.
But that's everywhere, like everywhere.
Now let's go to entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Don Jazzy?
Yeah.
He's from Ajegunle.
Oh.
Have you heard of Daddy Shoki? He's from Ajegunle.
I've heard the name, but I don't know.
Yeah. So these are people that were born and bred in Ajegunle, but they came out from that and became influential, not only in Lagos, but in Nigeria at large. Because you can hear people like Rema, The Bunch, they all were...
What question is Ojo Elegba
It's not Nigeria, it's not Ajegunle. It's another place entirely.
But is it a slum?
No, Oju Elegba, no. Oju Elegba is not the
Just
slum.
because you know a Whiskey song, New Oju Elegba.
No, it doesn't mean when we say, you see, there are slums that are popular. Ajegunle have over 600 or 500,000 people
Jeez.
in that cramped area. Yes, in the Oju Elegba, they might have some places where there are slums, yeah, but you can't compare. We are talking about slum that is world known. If you put your phone down and Google it, you will see what I'm talking about. Now, let's go to football. You know about Femi Martins?
Yes.
From Ajegunle. You know Odion Igalo, Manchester City.
Odion Igalo, yes.
Manchester is from Ajegunle.
Watford.
You know Emmanuel Amuneke?
Emenike, yes.
Is from Ajegunle. You know Victor Igali?
Yeah.
Is from Ajegunle. You know Samson Siasia? Is from Ajegunle. You know Erin Osu? Is from Ajegunle. You know Onoma Ebi, the female footballer? Is from Ajegunle. Yeah. These are products of Ajegunle. You know Taribo West? Is from Ajegunle. And this same slum Ajegunle has produced big shots. For example, one of the former governors of Bayelsa State is from Ajegunle. So it depends. It depends how you want to, it depends how you want to grow. You want to be negative because of your environment. Well, that's on you. And you pay the price for choosing.
That's true.
But if you say, no, this environment will not shape who I am, I have to look at the goal. I will not be bothered about what's happening around me. My sister grew up in Ajegunle. She's a chartered accountant.
Yeah, you're right. Like, everything is environment.
So it depends on how you use the things around you. Some people might use it to motivate themselves, just as I said.
Yeah.
Resilience, because living in that kind of place where there's no light, mosquito is killing you every day, robbers are shooting guns, everybody's running, the police are chasing you. But you still tell yourself that I will not let this deter me from being a lawyer, from being a doctor. I must chase the goal.
Yeah.
And that's it.
There was something you said earlier, which I want to go back on. It's like, you said something about like putting pots on your head when it's raining.
That's
like,
what
this might sound like a weird question, but like in situations like that, how would you sleep?
I'm talking about saving food. The only food that your family is going to eat, your little one, you're thinking about sleep.
No, I'm just saying, like,
you don't sleep, you stand. You have to hold the pot up because maybe the water is on your knee level, cover the bed and everything. For example, my dad, he hardly slept because no space for him to sleep. He hardly slept because about 7 people sleeping in the floor, my mom, all of us, and my dad would sit down in the small and just sit down like this. So nobody's thinking about sleep. You can't even sleep. To the mosquitoes will not even allow you sleep, so you are thinking about sleep. Or the bed bugs, you're thinking about sleep. It was difficult, my dear. It's difficult. You understand? But because of resilience, because of belief, because of self-determination, because of focus, concentrate, that's why many people succeeded. Many people succeeded. And many people died on the road because of they want it just now. They want it now.
Patient.
They want it now. They want it
now. Be patient.
You don't. It's wrong for you to use a criminal as a mentor instead of you to use people that can channel your life to positive things.
Obviously, I'm just going off a perspective of, when it comes to those situations, you have to see both sides.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the Don Jazzy's, there's Obafemi Martins, there's Emenike's, who probably had parents and people around them were just, remember we spoke about this a while ago, that their parents are probably like, look, you don't go and live this life, be patient and you'll get to your goal.
Yeah.
But there's obviously people, that, for example, we know, is it polygamy or monogamy? Polygamy is the one where you have multiple wives, isn't it?
That's polygamy.
Polygamy is a big thing. The situation where there's a dad that might have went to go and marry another woman and there's a son at home and the mom is crying all the time.
Yeah.
And then someone says, look, come and make fast money. I kind of see why at times that in those situations, like we live in Ireland, that you can
That's
just go
why-
and get social welfare down the road.
That's why I use that word, light-minded people, because it's that what you will encourage someone to do.
I would never encourage someone to do,
so-
but I'm trying to say, like, if
Yeah,
somebody's
so-
in that situation,
Yeah,
that might be
it
the only
happens.
thing they see.
It
at times.
happens. But is that the only opportunity? That's why I'm telling you, they want it now.
Yeah.
Impatient. You understand? Because someone comes to you and say, oh, you can make 1,000 euro now. Just take this bag of shit and go and sell to this person. And because of you want 1,000 euro now. Oh, yes. Are you thinking of the consequences?
No, I know, I hear it.
The
but I'm trying to say,
consequences is very, very severe.
but I get it from, like I'm trying to say, if you just do it for the sake of doing it, that's what I'm just like. But I'm saying, can you blame someone that family is in serious problem?
We all went through that. Now, what are you telling me? Do you know what we went through? Do you know what we went through? We cannot eat. Me and my brothers, we cannot eat. We might sit down for days without food. Do you know what we went through? So you can't tell me that, we all went through suffering.
Yeah.
We all went through hell. But it's all about patience, resilience, believe, and keep trying. Because if you chose the wrong path, the consequences is very severe.
Do you remember? Because now you remember. Do you ever remember I was telling you to watch one Disney show called Iwaju? I don't know if you ever watched it.
No, I don't.
No, we haven't. So Iwaju is basically based in Ajegunle in the slums, and
Yeah.
it shows the life of the rich and the life of the poor. And basically, in great example, it shows the life of that type of person we're talking about, the mete, the big daddy, showing two different perspectives. And basically everything you're saying is, well, that's why I was saying to you, that's why I asked you that question, like, when it comes to that when there's difference between someone making the decision that they just want to go into it versus the person to do. Because in this story, basically the boy's mother had asthma and she couldn't get an inhaler.
Okay.
And this, I forget his name. I watched this Iwaju like 10 times. This, let me just say, the slum lord. I'm going to call him the slum lord. Basically said, you do this, I'll help your mother. I'll take care of your mother.
You see, let me tell you, I always tell you something when we talk off camera. I always say, don't ever say I can't. Because you've not been there. You've not seen, for example, that's why, yes, you cannot blame some people, but it must be proportionate to what I'm getting. If I want to be a robber, I will not start robbing someone's phone that can get me killed. You want to be a robber, go and rob millions. When even the police catches you, they will be like, wow, okay, well done, guys, well done. You get what I'm saying? You can't say because you rob innocent someone like you. Okay, someone is working with a girlfriend because you think you can just go, hey, Shima, walk like this, and oppress and bully someone. You think that one is, it doesn't make sense. Because we all went through shite. We not just. So what do you want to tell me about? I live in Lanka.
No, that's why I'm always very curious, because obviously after watching Iwaju, and it's showing like it's literally based in Ajegunle, and it's based in. That's why I was asking, because that situation was like very highlighted, that this boy was basically saying to betray somebody because his mom made medicine, and the boy has no money.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking, because that's why I said it. There's two different perspectives, and I do understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I don't want to put myself in that kind of shoe because I don't know what I would do.
Because that's what I'm saying. In fact, I don't agree with it at all. I believe be patient, but I believe like in situation when health is at risk and your parents are at risk, people make decisions not based off. They're not.
Well, their decision making then will be biased because they are not thinking properly. But it is what it is. What is wrong is wrong. There's no good way to do a bad thing. How do they say it?
There's no good way to do it.
There's no bad way to do it. I don't know how to put it, but
you're basically saying that you can't
justify that now. Yes, now you can't justify that because your mom is dying. You decide to carry gun to go rob someone. What if you kill someone's mother to save your own mother? That's wrong now.
Two wrongs don't make it right
at all. That's that. So now let me give you some slang. In Ajegunle, I have some brothers. my siblings, do you know that I can be speaking pidgin English to some of my friends, and my brothers, they won't understand what I'm saying?
Huh?
Do you believe that?
No, because you all grew up together.
Yeah, but it depends on the kind of people you go out with.
Mm.
You know me, yeah, I mix with all the crowd, all type of crowd. I mix with the good, I mix with the bad. So the way we speak, Ajegunle call pidgin. You see, most of the pidgin I speak is light pidgin, the normal pidgin. Like alpha, I dey. Waiting they happen. I dey well. You know, those are normal. I dey go, I dey come, I dey eat. Those are normal pidgin English. But for example, if I say panya, the shima dey show na lolo straight. It's pidgin English I just spoke.
I don't understand pidgin.
That's right. Even my brother, I might be telling my other friend, I say, oh boy lo, show, Kimi don't show.
Damn.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's pidgin. But if I'm talking to my friends and my brothers are here and I don't want them to understand what I'm talking about, I go to the deep pidgin, the deep one.
Say that again, sorry. Something show.
I say panya, show. The Kimi don't show.
What's that?
Okay. We call panya friends.
Yeah.
So you my panya,
Yeah.
I'm your panya. So I say, panya, that means be the me. Come. The girl is here.
Damn. Damn.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I can say, oh boy, Baba they don't show. As I did so now Lolo gets me like this.
Huh? Me, I don't know. The only pidgin I know is how you did. I don't
And that's what I'm telling you. We can speak that one.
Yeah.
But if we want to go deep, we want to communicate without you understanding.
I thought pidgin English was just broken English.
It's broken English, but it's like you see the way English is, where maybe the travelers, everybody has they have their own way of speaking. Like in the UK, where the roadmen, they have their way of speaking.
Yeah.
It's same for Ajegunle. So if I'm with my brothers now and I don't want them to understand what I'm saying, and I want to talk to my friend, I will go to the deep one, which you have to be associated with some group of people before you can understand that.
No, yeah, 100%. So like, would each group of people have like their own dialect, or would they have their own like say your group? Would you like be not gonna say making up words, but would you like?
No, all the bad boys, they have one same word. We understand ourselves. No, all the good boys, they speak normal pidgin English. I they go, I they come.
Okay, I get you now. So like you said, the bad boys, I put another level.
Yeah, another level to it, because men have to communicate so that you don't understand. Yeah. So a boy can come now. I can say one of my friends is passing. I say, "Paya, waiting the pa." He say, "I dey go town." Oh yeah, nah, no lily. I've communicated. Two of us were sitting. Someone that can speak pidgin, you will not understand what I just said. I will say it again. I say, "Panya."
So that's friend.
Waiting they happen, which is normal.
What is going on?
He say, "I won't reach town." I will reply, "No lily."
No lily, like
no worries.
No, okay.
That's normal. I'm going to town. I'm going to rob.
Oh.
That's why we call robbers town boys.
So you've literally, to me, no lele is like take your time. But you said it in a way that this guy understands you're going to.
He knows. I knows where he's going to everything and stuff. I've communicated.
Damn. This is interesting.
You understand? So I can communicate in pidgin, normal pidgin, all this. That's how we communicate.
Yeah.
You know? But when I'm in some environment, what we say is different.
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, it's just, with me, it's just interesting to hear, like, you know, for me who grew up in Ireland, I've never, like, you know, you could not even, not going to say you could be poor in Ireland.
Yeah.
But being poor
But
in
you still
Ireland,
have,
you still
but
have, you
you
can
still
still
have,
get social
you
welfare.
can still survive.
You can still survive.
Uh-uh.
There's food banks. Like, would there even be stuff like that?
Have you
Like
seen
food banks?
when it's not only food bank, it's food insurance.
No, I'm just
Shishi.
I'm just asking with those types of stuff.
That's what I'm telling you. Let me speak another pidgin English again. Shishi. You know they. Shishi.
So it's really survival.
That is survival. Who's government give you what? Which food bank? Who is going to bring the food back?
So there's no like
Eh?
I'm gonna say charities. There's none of these people that come.
The charity have they eaten? Even in some charity, because Nigeria is such a fucked up country, whereby resources might go to someone, pass through that person to somewhere else. That idiot will siphon it to somewhere else. When they were giving COVID pandemic stuff,
Yeah.
don't you know that one senator, one rich lady or so was using the COVID pandemic stuff that they were supposed to give to our constituencies, the poor people looking for food. She kept it and started using it to give people that came to a party. Started using it to give people. The only thing, the way people knew was that this was palliative made for the suffering people. It was written there, COVID, this in palliative, not for sale. And people like that still exist. They are still there. You think, who gives a fuck about you?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck about you? See, it's survival. See, I told you sometime me and my brothers will see no food. No food. Back then my sister was still in school. She had not exploded.
Remember you were telling me the story about the shoes as well.
I told you we share one shoe and we use different sizes. Back then I was small. Maybe I was using 37. My other brother, some was using 41, 42, 43. We have only one shoe. So when it's my time to wear, I pad it up before I can wear it. And you still look as if I'm wearing wellies or what do you call it here? While I'm walking. And that's how my brothers, the one that is using bigger food, they will squish their leg inside. And what do you want to tell me about suffering? You know? So if I can say no, this is not the right path, let me just try. You know, why I know I can't judge everybody. I don't know. But at least you should make an effort. Yeah. Make an effort.
It's not even better when the minimum wage is 50,
make an effort.
Naira.
There are boys in Ajegunle that work in Lagos, go out, struggle, make little money, and come back home and sleep. They are not robbers. They don't have it all, but they are not robbers. You know, some people are just selfish. Yeah. You know, some people are just selfish, you know. So
but speak, you know, even you look at the world today, people that are selfish, that think of themselves, you know, like growing up in the environment you grew up in. It's not, and we have to look at it, it's not only even in slums, even the rich upon the rich, how are even
the world is corrupt, my brother.
They are corrupt as well.
See, this world now, just live your life, because don't believe that someone is somewhere that wants to help you. Like, look at it. Don't think that, oh, they are going to bring a policy that's going to help you. My dear, they bring a policy that will help themselves and they are rich guys. Yeah. It's your own, just live your life. Just try, hustle, and keep going. Be resilient. Just keep going and open. Then pray that God favors you.
Yeah, like it's like I'm saying environment. Like look what's happening lately with a certain P. Diddy.
Yeah, you see, as that scumbag, that one is one of the most useless human beings I've known in my life. And you know what happened? They said power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. That guy have been doing that thing since 1999. I mean, 1994 even. Over 20 years ago. He has been doing crazy stuff and he has been getting away with it. So, too much power. So he believes he can get away with everything.
That's, you know, and I feel like that's that when I heard that, obviously, you know, it's been a big thing. You know, you've heard it now and then. You've heard little whispers.
Yeah.
Eminem has been very vocal about it. 50 Cent
50
has been
Cent.
very vocal about these things.
Yeah.
But then you just brush it away.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams is the one who started it. Because Cat Williams who started it. But it's just when you hear, like, we talked about one environment, about how things work there. Even in the rich, like, that's a whole different ballgame. Like, the things they were saying about this guy, like, the things, like, Jerry, please explain to me why someone has that much baby oil in his house.
It's so tear people nyash now.
Like, isn't it scary that?
Okay, let me tell you something that I feel that can happen to people like that. Do you know that there's a level you get in life and you are doing a particular thing, you get bored of it.
Yeah.
And you want to try something new. You want to dip your hand more in the pot. You get that kind of thing. If you dip your hand in a pot, back in the days when you want to steal meat from pot, you dip your hand. It's not too hot. You dip your hand, you take one small fish and food, and nobody sees you. The next time you would want to dip and take big meat and look for big meat, because no consequences when you took that small fish. So you think, well, if I can get away with that, I can get away with this. But don't forget, because we don't have good refrigerating system, we don't even have light. If you dip your hand in soup, the consequence is that soup goes off. It might not go off that day, but the next day.
Yeah, no.
So that means that rubbish you did is definitely going to catch up with you someday.
100%.
Because I see no reason why you can get so much money. You can get BDM, you can get any woman you want. Any type. Let me not say any woman you want. Let me say any type of woman, because some women, they don't give a fuck about your money. They don't give a fuck about who you are. So let me say you can build your own woman, you know, sit down and draw a curve and say, I want a woman with this. Say, go get me 5 of this kind of women. You will see them in all color, green, black, blue, yellow. Sure.
No, you're right.
But no, you decided to abuse people.
Abuse kids.
Kids. Oh. For what? For fame. You understand? You decide to be brutalizing people, oppressing people. It's the same thing we're talking about. Start abusing people because you are powerful. You see, that is totally unacceptable. It's wrong. Yeah. It's wrong.
It's like you said there. It's like, you know, you actually say so many things on this that I wish I could catch them all. We were talking one day, I think we were kind of talking about Diddy Situation when the whole thing happened with his wife that time, 30 million. We didn't realize, obviously we knew, but we didn't realize the magnitude of what we're going to see today.
Yeah.
I think, it's like you said, until people have that money, they won't know what to do with it. I remember you kept saying that thing to me, and it's like... That's
what I'm telling you. They get bored.
Oh, yeah.
They've done it all. They've seen it all.
They cleared all their bills.
They want to see, what can I do? What else can I do? They start thinking of crazy shit. You see, most of those people that was caught in, most of those stars and stuff like that, I don't judge them. I'm not here to judge anybody.
Yeah.
Because I've told you one word. Have you seen 2 million euros with your eyes?
No.
Until you see 2 million, 5 million euros with your eyes, and someone asks you to do something. That's when you will know if you're a good person or you're a bad person.
And I just, funny thing is, yeah, every that's like you said remember, he said everybody has that price.
Everybody has a price. It's there. And
it's funny because you see all these people on social media, you see all these people on internet saying this and that. How could people do this? And it's great, like you said. There's some people you put 100K in front of them, and trust me, they'll take their pants off and run around the whole street if you tell them to.
Some people you faint.
Should be, they said in what's this country again? I don't really want to name on the country, but like girls were going there for men to defecate on them.
Yeah, I know the country. I know.
Do all these matters.
I know. And everybody, funny enough, people are so mad. This world has turned to something else that some people's fetish. You would think that, are you normal? How can that be? How can that be what turns you on?
Yeah.
Oh my God. How can someone puking turns you? Let's not just talk about that. It's insane. I don't want to even think about it.
But it's just going back to what we're saying about. It's just crazy because exactly like you say. It's like people will say X, Y, and Z on the internet, but it's like you're
Have you
saying
been
this
there?
now. It's like if someone came to you and said, "I'm gonna give you 10 million euro. Let me just have sex with you." That's it. You are a person in debt. You're trying to blow your career. All you got to do, Jerry. I'm not lying. Everybody, every person that's in that situation, the first answer is not going to be no. They're going to think about it.
You know why I told you? That's why I said, don't ever say I can't.
Yeah.
Don't say, God forbid I can't. There's a saying in my country. It's only the person that is not at home that will fight the police. Let me tell you what that means. It means that, for example, if a police came to look for Bidemi,
Yeah.
or police came to look for me and they can't find me at home and they left, and I came back and they say, "Oh, the police are here. They were looking for you." Oh, looking for me? I would have dealt with them. They think they know the law. I would have showed them. When did they come? When did they go? Oh, they are lucky. They missed me. But wait, let the police come back and get you.
You'll be the first person to run.
You're the one that will start crying and begging. It shows that do not be bragging that I can't. Don't say I can't, because you have not been in that shoe.
Yeah.
You've not seen money. Have you seen money that people faint? Faint. And when they decide to push that money to you and say, "I'm giving you the money, just give me a big job." You that will say, "I will never be a gay in my life. I will never sleep with a man." But when they push 1 million euro and you see it, that's when you start telling yourself, it will only take 2 minutes now. I will just drink and I myself and forget about it.
Yeah.
That's when those thoughts start coming into your head. So don't judge.
And
you are not there yet.
That's true.
Don't judge anybody. They decide to do it, well and good for them. That's their decision. But don't forget, there's always consequences for every action. And the greater your action, the greater the consequences.
Look at him now. Look at what's going through.
He likes men, right? He's going to see a lot of men waiting for him there in prison. They will fire his ass, eh? He will be walking like a 75 years old man. You think is that rubbish he's doing?
I'm screaming.
He likes men, right? He likes men. When that time reach.
Jimmy, you just look at the whole situation, you think to yourself, like you said, it's like the power, there's that thing in the Bible that people try to twist us in that Bible verse. It's like they'll say money is the root to all evil. And I say no. It says the love of money is the root to all evil.
Yeah.
So you have to look at these people in these places. They all love money too much. Because Jerry, if you look at it sincerely, it's there's people that are rich that don't love money. You don't see them in these situations. It's the truth. Because there's people that I don't know them personally. I'm not going to say everybody has a story that I don't know about.
Yeah.
But there's people out there who genuinely have money and do good with what they have.
Yeah. The world is not totally.
There's one man on TikTok I always see. His name's Simon Bills or something. I don't know if you have seen him. He always goes around to everybody and saying, "Do you have a dream?"
Yeah, I've seen him.
Always helping people.
And
you know what he hates, yeah? And this man is very interesting because he was talking about he hates people that invest in real estate. And I was like, this is interesting coming from, he said, he thought that he hates real estate. He says the difference between good real estate and bad real estate. And I was understand what he's saying. I was like, coming from someone who seems like he has a good bit of money and he's always helping people set up business. He's like, this is where I was even, because I always used to be a person like, if I had money, I'd get real estate. I was like, no, he said, I don't mind real estate to the sense that like you're actually helping people, like buying abandoned houses, fixing them up and giving them to the council to rent to people.
Yeah.
That's the one. But if you look at it now, the love of money from other people would be, I want to buy a house and rent it at extraordinary prices to make money. So that's when I said, if you look at two people, there's someone that you don't use his money for good, and there's someone that the love of money. And when I heard that guy say that day, I even said to myself, nah, I'm like I said to myself, until the money comes, I won't even know myself what I want to do.
Hey.
But I always pray and I try to hope that I will be a good person.
Simple.
Because there's a lot of people on the internet that want. Them. Can I be honest with you? Do you think this might, I don't want to say that, look, by God's grace, I'll be financially well. But you sometimes think that God knows there's people that can't have this, like let's say children of God. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna say here and say like I'm the best Christian in the whole world. I try my
But
best.
you are religious
I'm
at
trying my
least.
best to be the best I can
To
possibly
try.
be. I make mistakes. But I don't want to say not financial. Do you think there's people that like are really, down, like God sees they have good hearts and all this, but knows that if I give you this amount of money, you're going to use it uselessly?
Okay, let me use an adage to sum up what he said.
Jerry's quote of the day. Let's hear it.
It means, in as much as you love your son, you love your 6 years old son, you love him to bits, will you buy a car and give to him for him to drive?
No.
Does that show love or hatred?
I think it shows
stupidity. That's hatred, because you just want to kill.
Yeah, no, hatred is all. Yeah, hatred is all. Yeah, I get you.
So that's what you are saying. God sees the heart of all of us and say, this Jerry is a prick. If I give him all this money now, he will go crazy. Let me leave it. And it might be protecting your life, because
100%.
peradventure, because the more money you get, the more adventurous you become. That's how you see people that start, when the money comes, they start sniffing stuff. And that's what lead them to early grave. Because why? They have the resources to buy a bag of cocaine and put there and sniff it from morning to night. You understand? And me and you know the way they talk about the addiction of that stuff. But because you have the resources to be able to afford it all the time, before you know, look at Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown's daughter, young girl.
Yeah.
Look at the young people who died of this, died of that. So because that's why sometimes I believe, just accept it. Maybe I don't have now, because if I have now,
sometimes I always say that it's not. I don't sometimes even feel like it's not that. There's people that will just get handouts. There's people that are lucky in life. Like luck is a thing.
It's
And then there's sometimes I feel like maybe I'm wrong, and people
that
are Christians.
we still to be corrected. We still to be corrected. We are not perfect.
I just think that maybe sometimes God wants you to work hard for that money so you can understand what you went through to get that money.
I told you it took me 15 years to try to travel away from Nigeria.
Yeah.
My sister is spending millions of naira.
And now you understand the value.
And now when I came, genuinely, I now understand the value. I came here when I was mature. I've grown. If I had come here 15 years back, I would not be this Jerry that worked hard, buy my own house, use a beautiful car. My wife married to a beautiful woman. I will not be that. I will be Jerry that will not be finished from the pub. After the pub, I will go to the den where I will smoke all shite. Because 15, 20 years ago, that's who I am. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I just feel that everything should be handed over to me. So if I have come here 15, 20 years ago where I was not mature enough to handle situation, where I'm not mature enough to know that life has gone beyond party, I will not be this Jerry today. So they say patience is a virtue. Be patient. What will be, will be. My dad will say, what is yours will not pass you by.
That's very true.
What belongs to you will not pass. As long as you are striving for it, it will not pass you by. Even if you don't strive for it, there's one useless. His name is obvious. Useless in Nigeria. He was a security guard in Coca-Cola. He was a security guard in Coca-Cola. He has no money. Drinks ogogoro. We call it ogogoro. Our local shot. That's what he does after work. Plays drafts every time. Poor, no hope. But one day they were looking for a vice chairman of our local government. You know what that means? The position, it comes with 2 cars. It comes with money, it comes with fame in Ajegunle. Money. So they were looking for someone from the south region. They were looking everywhere. The idiot was playing drafts where he is. And that's how they came to him. They were talking on the meeting and they said, but this person, his father was loyal to us when he was alive. And it's from Salsa. Why don't we just use that to help the son? To repay the father. Where he was busy playing, that's where they pick him up. Say, come, we have something for you. What? Come and be the assistant vice chairman of Ajegunle local government. Oh? Vice chairman.
He jumped. I said the way he jumped.
Baba, the moment he got that, money started entering. Everybody now looks like shite. Everybody looks like piece of shite in his eyes, including me, that helped him to post posters all over the places, that was campaigning for him. He went so far to even steal my friend's girlfriend with his money. That's how, because he has money. It's not his fault. The girl too is useless, so it's not one person to be blamed. It's both parties. Stole girlfriend. So we now say, so we voted you, we supported you. This is what you pay us back with? Insult, bullying us, because you have money now. But guess what? He forgot that it's only 4 years. And he feels that after that, he's going to go up the ladder. Maybe favor will come like that again. Today, it's useless. All the money gone.
Jesus.
So when nature gives you something on a platter of gold, don't be greedy.
Do you think that's why God says give 10%?
I'm not going to give my fucking 10% to people that are rich already. My 10% will go to the poor people that are suffering. Do you know that I buy Bible to give to random people all the time? I've been doing it for 5 years. God bear me witness. I will just send money to people back and say, buy 3 Bible. I don't want you to give it to someone you know. Just give it to random people. People that your heart, you just see someone say, I've been doing it for 5 years or 4 years now. Do you know that? Do you know friends that I give money to help pay their children's school fees? To help feed them. I'm not boasting. I'm just trying to, because of the context, what we are talking about.
100%.
My 10% will go for people that are suffering, people that are starving, that needs the money. Not people that goes with convoy. Not people that their children is in the universities in UK still doing shite. If God wants to get angry that, no, you are supposed to give it to those people, then why? He has to explain to me why. There are people dying of hunger, but you want me to give it to someone that has 3 private jets?
But you can't. The thing where it's like, I agree with you. There's people like that, but it's not all of them though.
So, if I'm an FM Mountain of Fire member, so you think I will pay my tithe to Mountain of Fire? You know how big Mountain of Fire is? Some people, I'm not speaking for everybody, or some people will say, I know people will say, what you want to do, if you want to give your 10% to pastors, to God be the glory. But me, my own 10%, and since I stopped, my life has never changed. My life is even growing. Because let me tell you something. When I told you that when someone tells you, thank you genuinely, with that word, God bless you for what you have done, it goes a long way. God listens.
Yeah. But the question I have for you there is, when it comes to 10% thing, if you were in a church that genuinely was using, you could see that they're using it not for their financial benefit, for helping the church grow.
When you find one of the church, let me know. We'll talk about that. Google it and come back and tell me that, okay, I found one church that this what is, and we'll check the pastor, what amount of shoes wearing or suit or what car is driving. When that time comes, tell me that church, I will send my 10% to them.
So you really believe that all of them don't?
As I'm not, it's
not
a challenge.
All of them, but you believe a good few of them.
It's a challenge. I've sent it to you. No need for too much talk.
Okay.
Just go check and say, see what this church is doing. Yes, I'll look at what the church is doing. Then I'll look at what the pastor too is doing.
So I'm going to jump off this in a sec, but is it just more that when you see a pastor living a lavish life, it's just more like how you living this lavish life when you don't have, their job is to be pastors, but your issue is that they're using it to live too much of a lavish
life. Yeah. I'm not saying they shouldn't, pastors
Yeah.
shouldn't, but now they are now turning. No, let's not go there.
Okay.
Let's not
Let's
go.
not go there.
Let's not go there. It's a deep thing.
Yeah,
it's deep.
it is.
You know,
It was a conversation, one day
Yeah.
I'd love to have with a pastor
Yeah.
about why this is happening.
I'm telling you, one of the pastors in Nigeria is his son. They gave him money to build road. One of the popular pastors in Nigeria gave his son money to build road. And he squandered no road, nothing. A pastor's son. And you say I should still give my money to them. When they are getting contracts worth billions. And still tell, and that same pastor's son still said, when they were like, COVID problem, give, it was like, give what? Give what? People should go and hustle.
Yeah.
You that was privileged. And you call yourself a son of a pastor. How many Louis Vuitton shoes did Jesus Christ wear when he was there?
None. Sandals.
Or did you see him wear the best of the robe the most expensive robe? Even when Jesus wanted to take a ride, he borrowed a donkey. But our pastors nowadays, I don't have a problem with them. No. This is not about pastors. I'm just saying my 10% will go to people that is hungry, people that are hungry, people that I can support them, try and help pay their kids' school fee, people that I can support them when the kids are not feeling too good. I support them. And I still buy my Bible to share to random people, to spread the word of God. That's what I do with my 10%. I do it all the time. So it's not so I did it last month. I gave them money to buy 2 Bibles. And that's how I go buy 2. I've been doing it for years now. So that's what I do with my 10%. I use my 10% to spread the word of God and help the little I can help.
Yeah, I understand.
You understand? So it is what it is. Everybody has their own. Well, we stand to be corrected anyways, but for me, it's not about a debate. I've chosen what I want to choose. Every other person, do what is good for you.
Yeah.
See, you are a Christian, I'm a Christian. Heavenly race is a personal race.
True.
Your mom cannot help you run the race. Your father cannot help you run the race.
That's very true.
So how I run my race is different from how you run your race. If you want to run that race like that and you think it's good for you, and we're heading to the same direction, to God be the glory. If I say, no, this is how I want to run my race, and we're heading to the same direction, to God be the glory. It's a personal thing. It's not, So me, I thought about, I said, how can I help spread the word of God? Okay, let me start giving people Bible. And for 3 years, I've been doing it. If not every month, but some, at least I do it.
Yeah, 100%. I get you.
So my brother, I think that's a good one.
Yeah. Right, guys, look, thank you.
Yeah.
Tuning in. Hope you learned about Ajegunle and yeah.
Ajegunle is where we come from. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, Ejenami come from, Ejenami grow.
This guy. I hope you learned to live.
Panya no one, nothing they nothing they happen.
What are you singing? Is that Ajegunle?
Yeah, it's Ajegunle Slums, I'm saying.
Okay, no problem. Guys, look, thanks for tuning in once again. Really appreciate it. I know we haven't released in a while, but now everything is settled. We'll be back.
Yeah, we're back. Normal. We're back to normal.
Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments, because I know that some of you people are going to watch this and maybe watch a bit part of it and having one or two things to say. But look, at the end of the day, we just talk, have a good chat, and we try to be as respectful as much as we possibly
try. That's
so please don't be triggered by anything that was said. If you genuinely have if you have an opinion which you feel that we did not cover, or something that you feel that we don't understand, let us know, because at the end of the day, that's life.
Say you guys.
Take care. God bless and have a good day.